this is Noreen from Joya Cards, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Yay! For more of my Stampin' Up! Card videos, please click that subscribe button and the little bell, and you'll be notified when my videos release. Anyway, now let's go make a card. Hello everybody! Today we are actually going to make a gift card box. So here's the front of it, and here's the inside. I don't know how well you can see that, but there's the inside. And I've decorated the sides of the box, and there's a little cushion inside. So this is actually going to be a two-part video, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to decorate this box first. And what you need to get are the Stampin' Up! Mini Paper Pumpkin Box. Go to the description of my video. If you pull down the show more, it'll have the part number and the link to go to my site and place an order for these. But these are the Stampin' Up! Little paper boxes. And so we're going to take one of these boxes and we're going to color it this red. So here's one of the boxes. And you're going to notice that it has two sides, a shiny side and a flat side. We are going to be coloring the flat side. If you color the shiny side, it'll just go right off of it. So we're going to be doing the flat side. Now you're also going to be taking this outside when you color it. So you might want to grab a piece of cardboard and then just take it to the grass. So let me show you how to make the ink. So to color the box, what we're going to need is some Isopropyl Alcohol, the 91%, don't do the 70%. And then the Stampin' Spritzer, which I have a part here, and some Stella, and some Cherry Cobbler ink refill, and a little Q-tip. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to fill up the Stampin' Spritzer all the way with the alcohol. Now I'm going to drop in 15 drops of the ink. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I should have cut that out, but I didn't. So now I'm going to, before we put on the lid, next part is we're going to take our Stella. And since mine is a little dried up, I'm going to take this off and then take off the little black thing here. And then I'm going to grab a toothpick, or not a toothpick, a Q-tip, and get out whatever I can of the sparkly stuff. And I'm going to put it into my little vessel here and mix it up like that. Now just put the lid on and shake it up real good. You put a bunch of ink in there, so you got to shake it up real good. Now that you've got your ink all shook up here, you're going to grab your piece of cardboard and the flat side of this box, not the shiny, but the flat. Go take it to your grass and just start spraying. Now you might have to make 2 of these depending on how dark you want. And don't forget, you don't necessarily have to hit the top middle here of the box because it's going to be covered, but the rest of it you do. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll be right back. I'm back. So this is the box, and I don't know if you can tell, but it's really, really sparkly because of the Stella, and you can see how much I hit off that piece of cardboard. Now you need to go ahead and wash your hands, which are your Stampin' Up! Badge of honor here. So I'm going to go wash my hands, and I'll be back. Now let's start working on the inside. Now when you turn this over, you're going to notice some of the ink went through, but that's okay because look how it turns out. We're fine. So the first thing you're going to grab is a piece of Cherry Cobbler. Now these 2 pieces here are for the lower part of the box because this is the bottom and this is the top, and for the top part. And these are 1 inch by 5/8. So I'm going to go ahead and snail these up and put them on before we even fold the box. I mean, you might want to fold these up so you can see where things go, but basically they're going to go within the folds of the box here. Now we want to do the lid, and the lid, of course, in Cherry Cobbler again, and this one is 5.5 by 3.75. Now, don't worry about any of the dimensions because they're all listed in the description of my video. So you could just pull up the details or the show more there, and these will all pull up so you don't have to sit there and frantically write things down. So those are that part. Now we're going to just do these pieces here. We're not going to see really any of this other stuff here, but we need to do these pieces, but they're kind of an odd shape. So what I did is I took a pencil and a piece of scratch paper. You want to grab like copy paper. And I lined this up on the edge of the copy paper. And I took my mechanical pencil and I drew around it. And I'm just going to make a little template like that. Now that you've got your template, I'm going to just cut off the excess here and get it out of the way. And then when I cut this, I'm going to cut right under the line, because whenever you make a line around something, you know, it's going to just be a little bigger. So we want it to be a little smaller. So I am going to fussy cut right under that line and the other one. So I'm going to do that and I'll be right back. Once you cut out your template, just test it against your piece. And if you find it still a little too big, then just do the same thing. Cut right below where you cut and just make it a little smaller. I got this to be a little bit smaller and I just cut off the bottom a little bit, but I don't want to cut, and this one's a little too long too, but I don't want to try to fussy cut this one myself. So I'm going to take it on my guide here and just go right up to where the brown edge ends, and then I'm going to give it a cut. So I'm going to put this down as soon as I line it up and give it a cut. Now I'm going to look at it against the piece. If it's still a little too big, I'll take off some more. Now that your templates fit, I'm going to take some cherry cobbler, get one with a straight edge on here that's nice and even, and we're going to make a template from here. Just go around and you're going to make 2 of each. So I'm going to do that one on that side, turn this around and make one on this other straight edge. I'm going to take the smaller piece and do the same side. I'm going to do one side over here. And then flip it over to the other straight edge and do one here. Now I'm going to do the same thing like with the copy paper. I'm going to just cut these and I'm going to cut right below that pencil line. So get in some good light and cut right below it. After you fussy cut it, you might want to just go ahead and give it another look and see how it fits. And if you need to adjust it, go ahead. But I'm going to go ahead and snail this on because it looks pretty good. And just do that part. And then also make sure before I snail, then this one's looking all right. Okay. And I've got those all glued down. Let's go ahead and put the box together. So this one, just go ahead and make all the, you know, bend them in and get them ready to be put together. So just do a quick bend and pop these little doohickeys out like so. And then we are going to take these 2 tabs and pull them in. I don't know if you can tell. And then we're going to fold this part on top. Just like that. So the 2 tabs in, this goes over, folds it over on top just like that. Now I'm going to grab some of this polyfill stuff. It comes in a big bag. I've had this for like probably 10 years when my daughter made a little project. And I'm going to take a piece of it. It doesn't need a lot, and just kind of spread it out and kind of place it in here, make sure I have enough of that. And then I'm going to grab a piece of fabric, and I just happen to have this in my tub of fabric, miscellaneous fabric. It doesn't even have to be like ironed in or anything, because it's all going to be scrunched up in the box. And I just roughly cut it. So what I'm going to do is look for the better side, and then I'm going to just fold it over a little bit. Now this might be the part that you might want to iron, but I'm not going to do that because that's crazy. So I'm going to take this out for now, and you're going to get your glue gun and get it nice and hot. And we're going to put down some glue right here on the white bottom part of the thing. What's funny is that I sliced my finger open with my mandolin. It's like a really nice one, and it's new, so it was super sharp. And I not only got the alcohol in it from this stuff, I also burned my finger on top of the cut with my glue gun. So, and then of course I had to color my hands red. So it's whatever. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to put some glue on the bottom. Make sure you don't do something stupid like me and burn your hands. I'm going to do that. I'll be right back. So this piece of fabric is like a 8x8. So I'm going to turn that rough edge over and I'm going to put it in against that glue from the glue gun, just that one side. We're going to do one side at a time. Now I'm going to get one of the shorter sides here and put down another bead. Try not to burn yourself like I did. And fold another side over and push down nice and good. Now grab that third side, do the same thing. Put down your bead of glue and fold that fabric over and push it down. Lastly, take that polyfill and put it into the pocket there and shove it in there nice and good. So the gift card has something to be on. And you know what? It doesn't have to be a gift card. It could be like a necklace or, you know, jewelry or something or whatnot, or keys to a new car, whatever. And then if you want to add some more polyfill, go ahead and add more polyfill. Now that you've got that polyfill in there, then you can do your last piece. So put that in without burning yourself or burning down the house. Tuck in that rough edge and press into the glue before it dries. Okay. And then just play with your filling a little bit. Get rid of the glue strings, which drive me nuts. It's like glue strings everywhere. And that is the box. That is the base of the box. So the second video, we're going to do the rest of it using stamps and dies and stuff like that. So stay tuned for the next video. I put my videos up on Sundays and Thursdays. So if it's the first time on the video, this is Sundays and this will be Thursdays. So I will be back for part 2. Thanks. Bye.